Very nice McFarlane covers there. Alright, welcome back. Here is the last installment for this series of videos going through my haul of comics from the Lexington Comic Con from 2023. I'm going to go ahead and flash up a little piece here of some of the vendors that I got these comics from. After putting them into the short boxes the day of, I kind of had my vendors mixed up and had all of my cards in one area. So I'm keeping them sort of roughly organized by vendors, but I cannot tell you which two vendors particularly I got these from today. But here are some of the vendors that were there that I got these from. And here's the last fairly large haul of comics from the 2023 LexCon. Let's go ahead and start off here with Iron Man, issue 195. Can Shaman help James Rhodes find the cure? Alright, moving on here to issue 197. No text, just an awesome cover there with Iron Man with the classic red and yellow. Oh, and Secret Wars 2 continues in this issue. Very nice. Alright, here we have issue number 204, The Choice. Actually, I really enjoyed the red and that white or silver, however you may. I really enjoy that costume, actually, more than the red and yellow at times. Alright, moving on to a slightly different run of Iron Man. This is the Invincible Iron Man by Matt Fraction. This is issue number 2 in that run. I'm slowly getting that run completed. Continuing on with issue number 5. Actually, I have no idea who that is right off. I'm excited to jump in and give it a read. One of my favorite covers so far. It's issue number 7. Spidey and Iron Man. The background there showing the dynamic nature of their movement. I don't know, I just really enjoy that. Alright, here we are, continuing on. Issue number 13. World's Most Wanted, Part 6. Alright, moving on to the next title. Here we have Silver Surfer, issue number 28. At Last, the Warlord of the Skrulls. Okay, here we have Sleepwalker, issue number 27. Let's rock. It's kind of funny. I have a good chunk of this run that I've just collected over the last year, and I did not realize this run went as far into the 20s as it does. I found issue 27 and I was like, oh, okay. And then just so happened I found issue 25, which was also missing from my run. And of course, some shiny goodness there. Not bagged and boarded. As many of the comics were at the con in these dollar bins. So I will be finding new bags and boards for them here soon. Alright, moving on to the next title. Here we have The Avengers, issue 298. Edwin Jarvis, the last Avenger. And of course, Inferno continues in this issue. Alright. Not many Avengers comics from this haul, as you've probably seen many already before, but here we have the supersized annual. This is number 17, for the Evolutionary War, End of the War. Okay, moving on here, we have Fantastic Four, issue 379. I don't need your pity, I am a monster. Witness the terrible vengeance of Doom. Speaking of Doom, how about some Dr. Doom? Here we are, giant-sized annual, issued, oh wow, their 20th, from 1987, The Fearsome Fate of Franklin Richards at the hands of Dr. Doom. Alright, a slightly different run of Fantastic Four. Here we have Fantastic Four Unlimited, Monsters Unleashed. I believe this is kind of a shorter run of Fantastic Four. These are actually fairly thick comics. I want to say there are only around a dozen in this run. I think there are more retellings of some of the earlier stories and then maybe some original stories in there. I've only read issue 1 and actually quite enjoyed how much story was there, some of the artwork, and the story itself. Here we have issue number 2. So I believe I have issue 1 and 3, so that fills in that gap and a few other gaps there at the end as well. Alright, on to our next title. Here we have The Uncanny X-Men, The Fall of the Mutants, issue 227. And that's just a cool cover. I don't exactly know what's going on, but I just enjoy that cover. That's cool. Alright, now we have Uncanny Avengers. This is by Rick Remender. This is issue number 3 from that run, and this was an issue I was missing. Okay, here we have Night Thrasher, issue number 17. One of the 2 or 3 issues from that rather short run that I was missing. At War with War Machine. What is this? Money Don't Buy, Part 3. Okay, here we go. Moving on to Captain America, issue 306. Captain America and Captain Britain wage war against the Dark Mage, Madrid. Very cool. Here we have issue 280. Oh, okay, that one was a direct. Here we have a newsstand, though. The sinister Scarecrow is back, and he's out for blood. Very cool. Very cool cover there. I do not know much of the story in this area, so maybe I can get a few more consecutive issues. Maybe like this one with 277. The Prisoner of Zemo. So yeah, perhaps I can fill in some of those gaps and have a neat little consecutive story there. I actually kind of enjoy the artwork there so far. Still have to see what inside looks like. Alright, I told you I had quite a bit of Thor filling in gaps from this Comic-Con. You've seen quite a bit already. And I have a few more issues here to continue on. Quite a few more. How about, here we have though, issue 257. The Final Gauntlet. The triumphant return of the mighty Thor. How about I go ahead and pull these off the table, get ready for the next set. While I'm doing that, feel free to give me a like and then subscribe to my channel. Alright, here we have, Incredible. By Odin's imperial decree, the Warriors 3 die at dawn. The Mighty Thor, issue 454. I actually don't have well, I don't know. I think I have a good chunk in the 400s, but I did not have this one. So I believe it was filling in a gap. I'll have to go back and double check, but you will see quite a few more here. Alright, my numbering is bouncing around some. Here is issue 389. When the thunder fails. The Fate of a World. Oh, goodness. A lot of text going on here. Thor battles on. The stunning secret of celestial judgment. Asgard, imperiled, and much, much more. Well, that's pretty cool. I'm actually quite intrigued on that one. Alright. So I guess I'm doing a countdown unintentionally. Here is issue 380. Just an awesome cover there. Awesome artwork from the 380s, of course, from 1980s. Alright, moving on, counting down. Here's issue 379, There's nowhere left to run, Thor. This is the hour of Fing Fang Foom. And actually, almost had some consecutive issues. I must be filling in some gaps. Here is issue 376. Heroes always win, don't they? And actually noticing quite a few newsstands there. Here's the first direct in a little while. That is issue. Oh, let's adjust that glare. Issue 355. Actually, no text, but a really cool cover there. Alright. Slide these over. Here we have issue 349. The Brothers of Odin. I believe I may have already shown off this comic from halls from the Lexington Con. And I guess that happens after you get so many, I guess hundreds of comics within hours. It is easy to accidentally get a duplicate. Alright, here we have issue 336. A turning point in the life of a thunder god. Return to Asgard with me, my prince, or forsake your love forever. The decision. Alright, so I am getting some good consecutive issues here. 335. At last, Jane Foster. Okay, here we are. 331. The thunder god on the threshold of death. Yeah, I'm counting down, so it's kind of harder to... I guess he's not if we have that many issues after, right? Alright, and here is my final issue of The Mighty Thor for this run. When Snow Giants Walk the Earth. Another awesome cover there, and a newsstand. Okay, I'm going to set them over, and we're going to finish up with a large chunk of Spider-Man titles. Let's start off, though, with Marvel Tales, starring Spider-Man. Issue 169, and it's a newsstand as well. Okay, moving on to issue 179, Spidey Saves the Day. The end of the Green Goblin. Okay, now we have Marvel Team Up, featuring Spider-Man and Iron Fist. Steel Serpent, drop him or I'll... It's too late, Spider-Man. I've stolen Iron Fist's power, and now I'm taking his life. Night of the Dragon. Moving on to Web of Spider-Man. Issue number 21. Oh, this is cool. Black suit Spidey and then our normal Spidey outfit. Back off, Spider-Man, or I'll use this torch to cut the tram cable and kill everyone on board. High above the East River, with dozens of lives hanging in the balance, mayhem over Manhattan. Cool. Here we go, continuing with Web of Spider-Man, issue number 25. Beware the stalker from the stars. I do not recognize this character right off. Kind of interested to see what's going to happen here. And it's a newsstand. That's pretty nice. Alright, much later in the run of Web of Spider-Man, this is issue 120. Web of Life, Part 1. Beginning in this issue, the Scarlet Spider, the Mr. Man called Kane, and the Grim Hunter on a collision course with destiny. Very nice. Alright, here we have issue 123, Prayers and Pawns, Part 2. True Lies. Alright, moving over to The Amazing Spider-Man. Alright, this one was a bit sad to find in the shape it's in, but I'm still happy to have issue 320 as part of my collection now. The Assassination Plot, Part 1 of 6. I actually have a few others in that storyline already. And then I was able to find Part 6 of 6, the final chapter. Guest starring Silver Sable and Captain America. Very nice McFarlane covers there. Again, bummer in that 320 is a reader. This one is kind of a lower as well, but not nearly as bad. Okay. Skipping around a little bit, here is issue 264. I actually don't know what's going on there, but pretty cool cover there. Alright, now this one, this is a nice cover. This is issue 280. Your fate is sealed, web slinger. Feel the wrath of the sinister syndicate. Guest starring the sensational Silver Sable. And of course, continuing the black suit Spidey there. Alright, we have the last couple issues here. Issue 297. I've conquered my fear of you, Spider-Man. Today, Dr. Octopus wins. I'll have to take a look in that one. That actually looks kind of neat. Alright. Couple issues here. Finishing off with The Return of the Sinister Six, Part 1. This is issue 334. A brief encounter with Electro. I was also able to find Part 2, issue 335. Shock follows shock when Spidey confronts the Shocker. And issue part 3 of this run, Someone Dies. And all three of these being newsstands. Very nice. Alright. Well, this is my last haul of comics to show off from the Lexington Comic Con from 2023. If you are starting with this video and you've not seen the others, I will put them in a playlist together so you can click one of these videos wherever I may put them and jump into that playlist. Check out my other videos and check out the crazy haul of comics I got from the Lexington Comic Con this year. Alright, and normally I do a bourbon and comics, but I had so many comics with this that I just showed you the comics. But if you've watched all the way through, cheers to you, and we'll enjoy some bourbon next time. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.